Hey, how's it going? Quick video on my Maxx 2.5 Classic that I've been working on for a few months now. Finally, practically done. I don't have a body or shell for it yet, and I need to put the bumpers that I have on, front and rear. But this is a replica of an old Maxx that I used to have, that I sold, that I wish I never sold. And yeah, I just missed it. I missed having that fucking car out of all my RC cars, so I had to rebuild one. I do have a Wraith as well, but yeah, it's been a very fun build. Let's go over everything I've done to this. I bought the chassis as a roller off eBay, and that consisted of the transmission, the battery pack that went here, the original fuel tank, all the servos, the receiver box, which is still here, the original plastics front and rear, you know, shock towers, bulkheads, arms, the original chassis brace, and I just replaced all the plastics with RPM. I was able to find the chassis brace that I had, the Traxxas part itself, and the skid plate. I had to buy that from Canada. That was fun. Apparently that part's discontinued, so they're hard to find. Don't know why. I have put an OFNA Violator 9.5 buggy fuel tank. I think it's a 150 or 145 cc. Mounted that using the aluminum posts for the steering bell crank. You know, it worked out good. That's how I did it before. And I have done a forward only conversion inside of the transmission. Very easy conversion. Kit comes with instructions. Simple. And that handles, I'm not sure. I've never done it. I've never ran reverse, but I don't know how that would handle the slightly bigger motor than just the 3.3. It makes the transmission a lot stronger not having those reverse gears in there, and no servo. So another thing is the OS motor likes to eat the clutch shoes for the Traxxas flywheel, the 2-shoe with the spring that wraps around both of them in the middle. It just likes to eat those for breakfast. It fucks them up, gets everything all fucked up. So I've upgraded this flywheel to an M2C 3-shoe flywheel, and it's great. It is a good upgrade, I think. I got the carb tuned pretty good. You know, good blue smoke that comes out when I'm full throttle, stuff like that. Not too lean, not too rich. I think I could fine tune a little bit more. It'll want to pop a wheelie now. I've got about a half of a gallon through this thing. Yeah, so break-in's done. It's good. Still has very good pinch. I can lift it with my pole star, the whole rig, and it has pinch. You know, always make sure your piston is bottom dead center after every run. You don't want it to shrink while it's cooling down with the piston in the sleeve. It'll leave rings in your sleeve, and marks could score it, just mess everything up. I got some Traxxas big bore shocks. Got that kit. It's the stock weight oil that came out of the package. And I've added I want to say these are Enjoyyy springs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Enjoyyy springs for the T-Maxx. I like those springs, plus they're blue. Kind of goes with the theme I'm going here. Kept the receiver box. I have mounted my on-off switch on top of it with some servo mounts from my axial Wraith. I'll do a video on that build too. And yeah, it's coming along. Got the Traxxas 575, yeah, right here. Just the Traxxas regular T-Max wheels. Got a Motor Saver air filter. Love that thing. For anyone who doesn't know, if you do a forward-only conversion on your transmission, if you roll it backwards, your spur gear is going to spin. If you roll it forward, it doesn't do anything. I believe when you have your reverse in there, it doesn't spin at all if you roll it forward or backward. When I first got it, I thought my tranny was something was wrong. I didn't know that, so I'm glad that I figured that out and made sure it was all good. Just for anyone who doesn't know, that's what happens. How depends on what you have in there. I got the brake pads. I'm not sure if you can see that, but the brake pads have little springs in here from a pen or a mechanical pencil, one of the two, in between each pad on the bolts that screw into the transmission. And what that does, it kind of keeps the pads off of the brake disc itself. It springs them back from it. It ain't nothing for the servo to use it. You know, this thing stops on a dime. It don't even want to roll. It's rolling back just on kickback from the brake. It's I've heard of people, you know, either not having good brake power or drag in the drive line because of the brake. It's on the brake pad itself, stuff like that. That's just a little trick that I learned years ago. I've matched up my OS motor with a Traxxas resonator pipe. I'm not sure where else. I mean, at CVEC and stuff like that are hard to find. They're all discontinued, I believe. So it's the next best thing. It's not a bad pipe. The servo, I have a servo saver from a 3.3 on here that I like. So it'll not mess up your servo. I don't like that big ugly white disc that normally comes on there. Servos aren't much. I think that's a Savix, or no, that's a Spectrum 683. My throttle brake servo is a Savix Budget. Both relatively cheap servos. I'm pretty sure the 683 was like 30 bucks and the Savix was like 20 bucks or something like that. Nothing too bad. What else? Got the battery pack mounted in the front. Rechargeable. I need to find somewhere to put all the wiring. Right now I'm just kind of wrapping it around and doing it that way. I'll fix that later. Servos are trimmed on my remote well, so it's not, you know, at full max steer pulling this servo or anything, or this servo's not pulling this post. I ran into that before. And I do have double springs here, 1, 2, just for more, you know, I actually don't know what it does. I just know it helps. It makes it easier to keep the carburetor closed all the way when you're off the throttle. One spring, it's just, I don't know, I never had luck with it, so I added 2, stretched out, brought this back more, obviously, stuff like that. Have a little bit of a gap right here, so it's not on the throttle or pulling it open at all. But yeah, that's about it. This has been a fun build. Like I said, I'll do another video on my Wraith. My Wraith is coming along pretty good too. Those are the only 2 RC cars that I have right now. I used to have a lot, but I sold them all when I moved. I think right now 2 is all I need. I might do a Slash. I miss having a fast car, you know, faster than this. My last Slash, I think I clocked that thing on GPS doing 70 plus, which was pretty damn good on a Castle system I had, I believe. or 80 plus. I think it was like 84 or something like that. Back when I worked at an RC shop years ago. But yeah, that's about it. This has been a very fun build. Thank you for watching.